Damn, my man was there when Israel was invented. He accidentally said Britain or Israel and then said, never mind, Britain. Because he was there, bro. He was there when the scrolls were being written. He wrote the script. What is this? Noam on why the U.S., Britain, and Australia, by extension, Western media support Israel so hard.
It's a history, and a very interesting one. It actually goes back a long time. One thing to remember is that Christian Zionism is a very powerful force, which goes back long before Jewish Zionism.
Yep.
In England, particularly, Christian Zionism was a powerful force among British elites. It's part of the motivation for the Balfour Declaration and for Britain's support for Jewish colonization
Protestantism has been a blight on mankind in perpetuity.
Of Israel. Remember, the Bible said, and that's a big part of British elite culture. Same in the United States. Woodrow Wilson was...
Specifically, pound for pound, the most devastating colonial force, still to this day, I would say, is the British. Like, over the course of history, if you look at it, America, is only now catching up. Okay? Just genuinely. I mean, obviously, you would have to make adjustments to the material realities at the time, right? But they are so fucking nasty, bro. Like, the things that they have done, including this, by the way. Like, Israel-Palestine. Hasan, your joke, stop crying and get a job, soft hands. Bro, these soft fingers finger your mom every night, okay? I'm gonna keep up the energy. I gotta keep him not as rugged for your girlfriend. Oh. Ow. Oh. Fuck.
A devout Christian who read the Bible every day. So did Harry Truman.
Fuck me.
In the Roosevelt administration, one of the leading officials, Harold Ickes, once described
I didn't blow my
the
back.
return of the
I'm
Jews
cramping.
to Palestine as the greatest
My
event
abs are
in
cramping
history.
because I pushed Gaia.
It's, realizing the
That's how
lesson
fucking
of the
heavy
Bible.
she is.
These are deeply religious countries in which the
Just kidding, I was coming.
Commands, so-called, are taken quite literally. Also, this is just part of colonization. This is the last phase of European colonization. And notice that the countries that are most strongly in support of Israel are not just the United States. It's the United States, Australia, and Canada, the offshoots of England, Anglosphere sometimes called, unusual forms of imperialism. These are settler colonial societies, societies in which not like India, not like the British in India, say, societies, South Africa was a little like this, or Algeria under the French, settler colonial societies in which the settlers came in, essentially eliminated the native population, also driven by religious principles, very religious groups driven by Christian Zionism. Those are major cultural factors. There are also significant geostrategic factors. You go back to 1948, there was actually a split between the State Department and the Pentagon in the United States over how to react to the new state of Israel. The State Department was not committed strongly to Israeli conquests, the establishment of the state, and was concerned about the refugees. It wanted an implementation of the refugee problem. The Pentagon, on the other hand, was very impressed with Israel's military potential. The Israeli military successes, if you look back at the internal record and declassified, the Joint Chiefs of Staff described Israel as the second largest military force in the region after Turkey and a potential base for U.S. power in the region. That continued. Can't run through the whole record, but in 1958, when there was a serious crisis in the region, Israel was the only state that strongly cooperated with Britain and the United States, and it won plenty of support from the governments and the military for that reason.
How does he know all this? Yes, he was there, bro. He was there. Okay, for the development of the Israeli state, he literally was there. Like, he is that old, unironically. But he was there when the Roman Empire fell. You know what I mean? Like, he's been around.
1967 is when the current relations with Israel were pretty much established. Israel performed a major service.
She's so fucking ridiculous. I don't know why Kaya chooses to literally lay right next to the fucking wheels of my goddamn chair. Okay? And then I can't move. And then I have to move her. And because I did abs today, as well as all these other workouts earlier, when I move her, I squeeze my abs in a weird way and I fucking cramped. It was so goddamn painful. And I can't even move my goddamn chair without, like, hurting her. What is this? A quick guide to Israel's PR. This is so accurate. An algorithm for Israel's public relations, a hotspot of propaganda. It works every time. Israel-style public relations. 1, we haven't heard of reports of deaths. We'll check into it. 2, the people were killed, but by a faulty Palestinian rocket/bomb. 3, okay, we killed them, but they were terrorists. 4, okay, they were civilians, but they were being used as human shields. 5, okay, there were no fighters in the area, so it was our mistake, but we kill civilians by accident. They do it on purpose. 6, okay, we'll kill far more civilians than they do, but look at how terrible other countries are. 7, why are you still talking about Israel? Are you some kind of anti-Semite? Test this against the next interview you hear or watch. They have gotten better at this. I feel like they don't do that anymore as much. They just straight up say, like, yeah, we killed them. What the fuck are you going to do about it? Suck my cock, okay? Yeah, death to Palestine. Shut up, bitch. What are you going to do? I legit feel like they did go from... I mean, I think they got real confident with the PR gains that they made, that they were like, we don't need to do that anymore. Yeah, that was from 2014. Nowadays, they're like, yeah, we killed them. What are you going to do about it, you fucking bitch? What the fuck are you going to do about it? Oh, are you going to cry? Oh, are you going to cry? Widow baby? You're going to cry about Palestinians? Widow baby? Shut the fuck up. That is the attitude. Fucking callous.
To the United States by destroying a secular Arab nationalism, a major enemy of the United States, and supporting radical Islam, which the U.S. supported. And it continues right until the present. Right now, we saw an example of that just during the latest Gaza attack. You recall that at one point, Israel began to run out of munitions during the assault.
Yeah, my Jewish friends are saying on Instagram that this attack on Israel is an attack on Jews. I'm not very knowledgeable on all this, but what the fuck are they talking about? No, man. It doesn't matter what religion the fucking apartheid state is, okay? The people who are colonized don't give a fuck. Doesn't matter what Hamas says about Jews. He's like, oh, we got to genocide all Jews. Okay, dude, good luck, okay? Shut the fuck up. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if they were Christian. Doesn't matter if they were Jewish. Doesn't matter if they were Muslim. It's not the religion. That is a silly fucking conversation. And it's actually a way for Zionists to pull support from the international Jewish community to say, hey, our goals in building a nation state is aligned with yours too. And also, all of the things that we do in said nation state, you are now on board with. Like I've said time and time again, Jewish people have a very long history, an understandable history of fighting against oppression, fighting against fascism, right? The Zionist state has been able to successfully capture the attitude and make it seem like they represent the best interest of the international Jewish community. It's completely ridiculous. And it's actually anti-Semitic. It's not anti-Semitic when they do it, of course, but it's anti-Semitic when actual anti-Semitic people say it. Like, can you imagine going up to a dude who's like Jewish and immediately being like, well, you love Israel, huh? What's happening? Yeah, I bet you love when Muslims get fucking purged, don't you? Like, that's insane. Completely insane. I love your point of view about the I love you, bro. Your point of view about the situation is balanced, but aren't you afraid to be canceled? No, I am not. Because a lot of the people literally say that people that hate me have created an opportunity for me for many, many years. Okay? They have tried to cancel me so many times over. I've been doing this for years. I've been talking about this for years. The reality is that people have said unhinged things. Like, first, they tried to go after advertisers. It didn't work because I don't have any advertisers. I only have subscribers, right? So then they wanted to make it ugly and annoying to be a supporter of myself by going after my subscribers. And they tried to say like, oh, you suck. I can't believe you are following Hasan. Like, you're a fucking loser or whatever. Then that didn't work out. So now they decided we'll just lie about whatever the fuck Hasan is doing. And over and over again, we'll just keep doing it over and over and over again. Okay? And that is precisely the reason why so many people that come in here right now go, wow, damn, Hasan is based again. Had no idea Hasan had such good takes on this issue. It's like, no, you have just not seen my takes on the issue because you haven't been watching, you haven't been paying attention. It's fine. You've only seen other fucking losers motivating others to be like, yeah, this guy sucks. But all of that has yielded something that is quite positive. Okay? I bought into all that bullshit until I saw you were friends with Brace and the Chapo Boys. Exactly. All of that has yielded into something positive, which is that like I have you cannot take me down further than what my enemies have tried. It doesn't matter. I get death threats on a daily fucking basis, and every single thing that famous people or e-celebs fucking complain about with respect to things that I don't want to get into, but you know, harassment and whatnot. It happens on a daily basis. The only thing that has yet to happen is be actually killed by someone, and I hope that that won't happen. But when that is the case, there is not really too much that people can do, right? So I'm used to it. I'm ready for it. This is what I've been doing for years and years and years.
Despite the fact that it's armed to the teeth, the United States provided Israel with additional munitions through the Pentagon. And notice where they were taken from. These were U.S. munitions
Normally, if I wasn't a seasoned veteran of like absolutely schizophrenic schizo posters in the chat, I would look at this and go, oh my God, you know? Like this is the breadth of knowledge of the interlocutors. You enjoy women getting raped, ? What do you think, dude? Are you fucking insane? Are you out of your mind? I mean, you probably are. Maybe you should take an anger management class. Like, why would you write that? It's disgusting.
Positioned in Israel for eventual use by U.S. forces. One of many signs of how Israel is regarded as essentially a military offshoot of the United States. Very close intelligence relations that go way back. Many other connections. And the media tend to take up, to support the policy of the government with very few, you know, kind of little questioning around the edges, but basically accept the policy. So, for example, take another issue. Take the U.S. invasion of Iraq. You cannot find the phrase U.S. invasion of Iraq in the U.S. media, though it was obviously an invasion, a blatant act of aggression, a textbook case of, well, that's Nuremberg trials called the supreme international crime, cannot be mentioned. President Obama is praised as an opponent of the invasion. And what did he say? He said it's a mistake. It's a strategic blunder. We're not going to get away with it. Now, that's the kind of opposition that you heard from the German general staff during Hitler's invasion of Russia. It's a blunder. Shouldn't do it. We should knock off England first. That's regarded as opposition. Same in Vietnam. There's now a commemoration underway, big commemoration of U.S. sacrifices in Vietnam. Try to find the phrase U.S. invasion of South Vietnam there or anywhere in the past year since 1961 when it took place. Non-existent, maybe on Democracy Now, what I write, but way out at the fringe. And this is not unique to the United States. Take, say, Britain. Right now there's interesting debates in the British literary journals, like the Times Literary Supplement, as to whether Britain should finally begin to recognize the genocidal, the word that's used, genocidal character of British colonization hundreds of years ago. should Britain begin to face it.
Damn, my man was there when Israel was invented. He accidentally said Britain or Israel and then said, never mind, Britain. Because he was there, bro. He was there when the fucking scrolls were being written. He wrote the script. Respect. Yeah, he was there when the lore was written, 100%. Okay. Thank you.
You know, you can ask that question in many places. The tendency of the intellectual community to go along like a herd in support of state power, private power, is just overwhelming. Intellectuals like to think of themselves as dissident, critical, courageous, standing up against power. Absolutely untrue. You look at the historical record, that's a small fringe, and they're usually punished. The mainstream tends to be what was once called a herd of independent minds, marching in support of state power. Nothing new here. Unfortunate, you have to fight against it, not new.
You're literally, he was there. He was there when it was written in stone, dude.